Hey you guys, welcome back to Lifting Jelly. This video I tried to do and post last time and I accidentally deleted it. So this video is going to be on that quick weight cut that I did for my meet that I had back in December. This meet, I was coming off of my shoulder injury and I'm still recouping from it. It still hurts from time to time, but that was the first meet I did post-injury, and this was the first meet that I did as a 71 kilo weightlifter. I had been striving to cut weight because I'm just not competitive in my weight class right now. I am too big and not strong enough to be lifting heavy. So I wanted to cut down for this meet, which I will go over, and I did that in a quick weight cut. So I don't recommend this to anybody. It's, you've heard before, it's not safe to do these kinds of weight cuts, so please be careful if you have done it or you do it currently. I don't encourage people to do it. Cut naturally, cut the right way, and your results will be a lot better. I was about 6 days out from my meet and I weighed in at 163. Now, before I weighed myself those 6 days before the meet, I was already progressively cutting weight and I had gotten all the way down to 158. I was doing this using the RP template, eating clean, cutting out like sugar, fast food, alcohol, and I was doing a lot more cardio. I was running a mile like every other day. I'm hopping on the machines at the gym. So I was cutting naturally in the right way and I had gotten all the way down to 158. My birthday rolled around, holidays rolled around, your girl was not looking too good. So I decided to do this quick weight cut. I asked my powerlifting friend, his name is Julius Strength on Instagram, I'll put his name right there. I asked him like, hey, I've seen some things about like water cutting and water loading. Is it possible for me to lose, I had to lose, I think it was 7 pounds in 6 days. And he was like, yeah, it's totally doable. I've lost plenty more before doing this. Like, here's what you gotta do. So what I did is, this I think was 3 days prior to my meet, I started water loading. So I drank more water than my body naturally does. So I drank about 1.5 gallons of water. And what you want to do with this is drink as much as you can. I cut out any type of foods with high sodium because sodium will bloat you even more and it'll retain that water weight. Cut out salty foods and foods with a lot of sodium. And I was using the bathroom like crazy. And so I did this about 3 days out before my meet. And what you want to do is a couple days before your meet, you want to drink all that water and then stop drinking that water. Only drink water as necessary. So only when I was super parched did I drink any more water. This is going to trick your body into losing that water weight and you're going to pee it out, and it's up to you to also sweat it out. So one thing that he stressed to me was find different ways of sweating it out. So I did CrossFit, pretty bundled up, wearing a lot of clothes. I went to my local Planet Beach and I used their little it was like this machine, and I wore like a sweatsuit, and it's like a capsule sauna thing, and I just sat in there for 30 minutes and sweated it out. And then I also used their sauna. So that first day of drinking water, I was extremely full. There was a point where I started feeling a little bit nauseous, so I drank about a really big, I want to say it was like 1/2 gallon of a Smart Water bottle, and then I bought the full gallon jug of water, and I got down to about right here, and I stopped for the day. I was feeling way too nauseous and way too sick, and I didn't want to hurt myself anymore. The following day, I finished that bit of water, and I honestly did not eat too much. I had a perfect bar and some type of snack. I really did not eat a lot, and it's not good, it's not safe, and I definitely wasn't feeling good, but I needed to cut weight. So I did the wrong thing and I weighed myself after drinking all that water, and my weight was up to like 166, and I was like, hey Julius, is this gonna work or not, because I'm gaining weight, and that's normal. It's just a bunch of water weight. You're drinking a lot more fluids than your body's used to, so it is gonna show up different on the scale at first. So after he told me that, I trusted him, and the next day I went and sweated it out. Leading up to the meet, the day of the meet, I was in layers. Driving up to the meet, we had the heater on high so I could sweat a little bit. I had to help coach a girl through the first session of lifting. After I was halfway done coaching her, I went and ran 1/2 mile in the layers of clothing to sweat even more, and here's why. So the morning of the meet, I weighed myself after doing all the peeing, not eating a lot, just drinking that water and then cutting that water intake. I was down to 156.6 or 156.4, I can't remember, but it was one of those. So I was only 2 ounces away from being in the 71 kilo weight class. The cutoff is 156.2. That's when I decided to put on the layers, sweat as much as I can, and really get under 71 kilos. I had to do it for myself. I had to prove to myself, coming back from injury, that I can put my mind to something and I can do it. That's why I was outside running around. I was dressed in layers, and when it came time to weigh in, I weighed in, I think, at 70.6 kilos, which is like 155, I think, maybe. So the pros to doing this water loading, water cutting method, it was quick, obviously. It's not like I was losing size, like I wasn't losing any muscle or anything like that. So I need size when, you know, mass moves mass in weightlifting, so I needed that. It was quick, I kept my size. That's pretty much the only good things. Other than that, there were quite a bit of cons. The day of, I got a really bad headache just because I was dehydrating myself and kind of starving myself. I didn't eat that day either until after I weighed in. That was bad. That day of drinking all that water, I got super nauseous and super sick, and it kind of freaked me out because I know you can get, you know, water poisoning if you drink too much water, so I didn't want that to happen. So that was pretty scary. Other than that, I was just kind of grouchy because I couldn't eat anything, and I was stressed because I didn't know if I was going to make weight or not. So, you know, stressing yourself out by cutting weight with a really short time frame is not good. I do not recommend it. But I did what I had to do to make sure that I had that total posted in that weight class, now that we have these new weight classes. So I don't recommend this to anybody. I just wanted to share my experience of what it was like to cut weight that quickly. I definitely should have just stuck with my diet. I should have just had better willpower through the holidays and through my birthday. And I think I would have been a lot more toned. I probably would have put up some bigger numbers, and I would have gained strength like the natural way. Yeah, I'd be losing a little bit of size, but I'd be maintaining my muscle percentage and, you know, losing the fat along the way. So I kind of wish I would have stuck with it. I mean, for the future, I have another meet coming up in a few weeks that I need to cut weight for, and I plan on doing that through nutrition and, of course, you know, adding in more working out. But the quick weight cut worked for me. What can I say? Seriously, it's a lot better just to cut weight naturally the right way. For my goal this year, I do want to cut down to the 64 kilo weight class. Extremely hard to do because I sit around 160 to 165 pounds. So I think that's about like 72 to 75 kilos naturally. So it's going to be very difficult. I'm going to have to change a lot of my nutritional habits if I want to cut down, I think almost 20 pounds is what it is. Don't quote me because I can't count in kilos still. But I'm excited to see where I can go with the numbers that I have and being able to maintain those numbers, but being a lot smaller. 71 kilo weight class is very competitive. My numbers are slowly increasing. I'm slowly getting back to my old numbers. However, it's a work in progress. My arm still hurts, my shoulder still hurts, my nutrition's not there. I can't be as consistent as I was before. So there's a lot of roadblocks in the way, but I'm looking forward to what the future has for me this year with my weightlifting career. And I wanted to take a break initially, and I just can't. I love it too much. So I'm hoping that the next meet I have, which will be in Sacramento in February, I'm hoping that'll be a lot of fun. I'm hoping that I can hit a post-injury PR along the way and just continue my progress. Listen to your coach, listen to your body, listen to your doctor, and do things naturally. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.